And the award for biggest slacker on YouTube goes to... Hey, what's up everybody? It's Amaya. So, wow, it's been a month or so since I have actually sat down in this spot to do what I am doing right now, which is filming. And oh my god, you guys, it's been so long. So I haven't had a ton of time to film. So I'm finally here sitting back down. My schedule is kind of clearing a little bit as finals start to approach. I'm a little bit nervous, but you know what, we're gonna get through it. But as finals start to approach, I don't have as much work going on, so I can finally get back to filming, which is what we want to do. Anyways, this is the Boxycharm. I don't know why I'm like, this is the Boxycharm for this month. It looks the same thing every month. This is the Boxycharm for this month. And the theme is sweater weather, which I think is really cute. You have like this sweatery themed card. And if you guys don't know, Boxycharm is $21 a month. You can sign up using my link, which I will put in the description box. If you use my link, all that means is I'm going to get some charms, and I think you might get some extra charms, which is basically like Boxycharm money. You can use that money to spend on products in their charm shop, etc. But it's basically just like that. Like, I don't get anything else for it. Basically just I get some extra charms. But it's $21 a month, and every box includes over $100 worth of full-size and deluxe sample-size products. In fact, I don't even know if I've actually gotten any sample-size products yet. I think I've really only gotten full-size products. So I've had this for like half a year now. Yeah, a little over half a year, and it's just the best subscription box I've ever subscribed to. So amazing and totally worth the money. So this is what the box looks like inside. The first thing I see I am crazy excited about, and it is the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. Yes, a full size of this baby. This has been a totally hyped product here on YouTube. The box is super pretty. It's like kind of holographic, iridescent. I don't know if you guys can even see that. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but especially as I'm looking at it in my ring lights, you can definitely see like there's like a rainbow reflect, which I think is really pretty. This is a full size product, and it typically retails for $31. So already you've paid for your box. So this is what the bottle looks like on the inside, and again, it has like that iridescent holographic sort of thing going on. And again, I don't know if you guys can see that. It has a little shaker guy in there, which you can hear. And it says this is a quick drying setting spray that sets makeup for all day wear and imparts instant all over illumination. It's alcohol free, so it's not drying to the skin. Perfect for all skin tones and types, which I think is so awesome. There's a lot of people that have been saying that they just love this so much, especially Tati from Glam Life Guru. She loves this. So I have been wanting to try this out so much, but again, $31 for a setting spray is a little bit much. So I just really had to show that to you guys because it was front and center, and I really needed to I need you guys to see it. So real quick, I just want to get these guys out of the way because I'm not going to be using them in the tutorial today. But these are the KNC Beauty All Natural Collagen Infused Lip Masks. You get 3 of them, which I think is really great because typically in subscription boxes, when you do get a mask, you just get 1, but 3 is really awesome because you can actually see if these work, and then you can buy them for yourself. Sometimes a one-use product, you can't really tell if it works or not, especially masks. So I think having 3 of them works really well. And these are $15. I don't know if it's $15 a piece or $15 for all of these. Not sure, it doesn't specify. It just says lip masks $15. So, but it is a innovative jelly mask for lips that hydrate, moisturize, and plump your pout with natural ingredients. So I think these are so awesome, especially as we're getting into this time of year when chapped lips are the norm. I know mine, I don't know if you guys can see, but I have like this big chapped patch right here. I'm a lip picker as well. I do that. But I went to go visit Zach at college this past weekend, and it was so dry. It was also like 15 degrees the one day. So going from like 40-degree weather to like 15-degree weather and being frozen, and his dorms were super hot but also really dry. So I literally woke up the one morning and I had 3 splits in my lips. I didn't even pick at them, nothing. I had 3 splits. It was not good. So I'm recovering from that as well. Been using a lot of lip treatment. So these are perfect. They could not have come at a better time. Okay, so the next two things in here I'm going to be using right now, and then the last thing we'll kind of save for later. But the first thing that I want to show you guys is this Winky Luxe Kitten palette. This is, I think, in collaboration with Boxycharm, or at least this palette that you get in the Boxycharm says Boxycharm right here. But it's super cute. Look at this. You got the kitties. This looks very like springtime packaging to me, which I'm all for it. I actually really like the floral, and I love this gold detailing right here. I just think it looks super cute. So this is what the palette looks like on the inside. You don't get a mirror, which doesn't really bother me. I'm not one that typically uses the mirrors in palettes, but for someone who travels more or doesn't have a big setup like this and you like mirrors in your palettes, that might be a drawback for you. But these are the shades in here. I think it's a really unique kind of color selection. It's not warm, it's not cool, and it's not neutral basic. It's definitely a mix of everything. You have like this color right here, which is a nice warm brown, but then you have this nice cool tone grayish blue, and then you have like this berry color right here, and this really cool duochrome shade right here. I just think it's a really interesting mix of colors. So I'm just gonna swatch a few of these guys because I've never heard anything about this palette nor Winky Luxe in general, and I believe you can buy this palette on Ulta's website actually. So let's swatch it. I'm gonna swatch this purple shade right here. So immediately, as you can see, there's no like kickback from the shadow, and that's really pretty. Super creamy, super smooth. I gotta swatch this shade up here. Oh, this one is so buttery, you guys. That one does have a little bit more kickback. In comparison to this shade, it does have a little bit more, but it's still super creamy and super beautiful. I'm gonna swatch this duochrome right here. Ooh, it's like a bluish red, like that typical blue-red duochrome that you see in a lot of palettes, but it's like lighter. It's not as dark, which I like. And then let's swatch this gold shade right here. Oh my god, look at that, you guys. So these shadows, when I'm swatching them, they do have a little bit of kickback, but not much. And they're a little bit stiff, but not in a bad way. They're not stiff like dry. They're stiff like they're nicely pressed. So I don't know if that's gonna make a difference. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, that's so pretty. Ooh, that shade feels so buttery. And then this guy right here. Ooh, that is so smooth. These are not going on chunky at all, which I think is beautiful. And look at how like reflective this is. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be using right now is this Luxe Quad Eye travel set. This is so cute. It's a little travel set of brushes. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the Winky Luxe palette is sold for $25, which isn't horrible, but it's definitely not like drugstore. So here is the little mini set of brushes from Luxe. You have a mini 207T, 221T, 227T, and 213T. So you look like you have a nice little angled brush right here. This one's got a little messed up. We have a little angled brush right here, which could be beautiful for nose contouring. Then you also have this one, which is just kind of like a flat shader brush. Use this for liner. You could even use this in your brows. Then you have the 227T, which is kind of like a stiff blending brush, but it's a little bit longer. You could probably even use this to pack shadow onto the lids. Then you have this guy, the 213T, which is kind of like this one right here that I just showed you guys, but the bristles are a little bit shorter. It's more tightly packed, and it's a little bit fluffier. So I'm going to be using some of these brushes today because I love Luxe brushes so much and I want to use them. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and we will start with the eye look. I did already prime my lids with some primer and concealer, and I did set them with a little bit of powder, so that is finished. And now we're going to go into this palette right here. So the first shade I'm going to take is this one, which is Duchess, just like a creamy matte white. And I'm going to use this to just kind of put all over my lid, even though I did already set my lids with some translucent powder. I'm just going to add this just because I want to see how it looks. Maybe also use this as a brow bone highlight a little bit. It's very creamy, not chunky or patchy. You can see that's very, very smooth. Like, it's a very nice creamy white, and it's not too white nor too creamy. Like, it doesn't have a strong yellow undertone nor too stark of a white. So I think that's really pretty. Okay, so the next shade I'm going to go in with is Strut, right? Strut, which is this creamy warm brown right here. Beautiful, beautiful transition shade. So as I'm dipping my brush in there, there definitely is some kickback. but it's not getting all over the palette or anything like that. And I'm just going to blend this into the crease. I typically do my eyes before I do my foundation, but because we only really have eyes to do today, I figured that I would just do my full face first, because there was no sense in me really doing my eyes first, especially because I'm not doing anything too crazy today. That shade's blending really beautifully, and it definitely is pigmented. Like, I tapped off, but it's not short of pigment at all. There definitely is some nice color there. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that because there aren't really any other transition shades in here. You have like a purple and a brown, but you don't really have any other brown colors in here, like light brown. So I'm just going to build this up a little bit more in the crease. I'm going to go in with this guy, the Luxie 213T. I'm going to take this purple shade right here on that brush. It's not really like a cranberry, it really is a true purple. I'm interested to see how this is going to look. Get my hair out of the way. And I'm just going to pat that, ooh, pigmented, wow, right here on the outer corner. The only thing that's kind of hard about the size of these travel brushes is, well, the size, I just kind of gave it away. I was trying to say the only thing that's hard about these is their size, but no, it really is. They're small, so I feel like you have a lot of control, which is a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how much pigment you want to pack onto the eye, you know what I mean? And then I'm going to go in with my Morphe M441 with just a little bit of that purple on there and kind of try to blend this out. Yeah, these are blending out so nicely. Yeah, they're blending really well together. Not having any issues at all. That was so beautiful. And that purple, while it is purple, it's not too like neon, you know what I mean? Very pretty. I'm going to go back in with that same Luxie brush because I actually really liked how that packed on the color. And I'm going to go in with this shade. This is Boots. Oh, by the way, this shade is Cheshire. Forgot to mention that. So I'm just going to use the other side of this brush and pack that on the outer corner, the same that I did with Cheshire. This color is, oh my god, look at that. It's like already blended. Are you kidding me? So pretty. And I'm just gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna into a little bit of Cheshire and blend out that brown. This palette I could totally see being so good for green eyes. You have these beautiful purpley shades right here and this gold. Oh my god. I mean, this is suitable for all eye colors, but for green eyes, so pretty, especially with these purples. Okay, I'm just going to go back in with some more of Boots and just intensify that outer corner slightly. Just add a little bit more depth because we don't have a black in here, which is fine because I don't use black in probably 80% of my looks. I actually just typically stick with browns. But if you did want a really, really dark color, that's the darkest you're going to get. This is so gorgeous. Like, oh my god. Stunning. I'm barely touching my eye, and these are just blending like butter. Okay, and then I'm just going to go back in with a little bit more of Strut right here. And just add a little bit more of that to the crease and just make sure everything's seamless. Absolutely stunning, you guys. This is probably like one of my favorite eye looks I've done in a long time. It just looks so pretty. Okay, so for the lid, I can't decide what I want to do because we have this really pretty like light lavender duochrome right here, which, hello, that's stunning. We also just have the matte white. We have a cranberry. Oh man, what do I want to do? You know, I think I'm just going to go with the white. I just really love how this looks matte. I just think it looks really pretty and very sophisticated. So I'm not going to go with any of the shimmers today, but they are stunning. And I am going to use this other Luxie brush, the 227T, to just pack that onto the lid. I'll also add a little bit more of that to the brow bone. There's also like no fallout with these shadows, which I think is really, really nice. Fallout doesn't usually bother me too much because I typically do my eyes before my face anyway. But in this case, it's also really nice because I don't gotta worry about any of that. Okay, so I kind of want to do something crazy. I want to kind of take this shade right here and pop it in the inner corners and just see how it looks. Don't judge me. Okay, that's really pretty. I love that. It's like a really icy pinky purple. Like definitely different, but not so different. Like you can definitely tell, but it's not so crazy. Ooh, I'm kind of digging this. Okay, so I'm just going to go back in with Strut and just start blending this out on my lower lash line. And I'm just going to dip into a little bit of Cheshire, and again, just kind of concentrate this one though, more on the outer corners. And then just, ooh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this little guy, this shader brush right here, and just use this to really get right close to my lashes. I'm just going to take this little angled brush that's clean and just fluff out those edges. Okay, so I just went and I threw on some mascara, and now we are ready to spray our face with the Cover FX setting spray. I'm so excited. Okay, so the spray on this, let me get it going. Oh my god, you guys. It's like a 1 second spray, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you actually think about setting sprays, it's usually like this is like I'm gonna shake this up. Just shake very well before use. I'm actually gonna put this. Okay, and here we go. Whoa! I barely felt anything on my face because the mist is so fine. It just like, my face doesn't feel like wet or soggy, which I kind of don't like that feeling after you spray your face and you have to wait for it to dry. It's just like, looks really, really pretty. I'd say I noticed like a huge ton of a difference between this and my Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, just from like generally how my face looks, but I think it looks really good. Okay, and then the last product in the box is this what is this? LAQA and Co. Cloud Lips. So this packaging, I'm sorry, but just makes me want to, I love this packaging. So gorgeous, so sophisticated, and it feels really expensive. And it's a lip color like this. So it kind of looks like a jumbo ColourPop lippy stick, if you will. And this retails for $17, and it says it's an airy matte lipstick that provides full coverage, but feels as light as a cloud. This highly pigmented lipstick has a matte finish for a long-lasting, fluffy, pouty lips that stay put. So this looks like it's gonna be really dark, you guys. It's gonna... Oh, okay. It's like a berry wine color. All right. I was kind of scared there for a minute. This is gonna be like... Okay, so I'm going to go in with this lip liner from NYX. This is in the shade Burgundy. I just swatched it right here. I think this is a really nice match. So I'm just going to line the outsides of my lips. Okay, so I didn't want to fill in my lips completely because I do want to be able to still see the true color of the lipstick. So I'm actually going to get a closer mirror. It was very creamy, very smooth. I don't feel like it's super matte though. Definitely feels more creamy to me than matte. And I did notice at first it seemed to go on like darker in some areas and lighter in others, but as I kind of went over it again and like just perfected it, that totally went away. It's a really beautiful color, and it does feel really light and comfortable on the lips, which I really like. Like I feel like I can talk easily, but I feel like, yeah, see, it's gonna leave, it's not transfer proof, which I didn't expect it to be. I'm just letting everybody know, when you hear matte, sometimes you connotate that with transfer proof, which it is not. But still, really beautiful color, and I really like it. I just added up the total of all the products in this month's box, which is my favorite part, and the total of everything comes to $120, which I think is just so amazing. Get $120 worth of products in this box for only $21. Oh my god, it just makes me so happy that Boxycharm does this. It's like the inner money saver in me. It's just like, yes! So honestly, this box is probably one of my favorite boxes. I love the setting spray, the eyeshadow palette, to die for. This lip color, absolutely stunning. These brushes, so cute. And the lip masks, I'm really excited to try out. Can't really judge those good or bad yet, but I have a pretty good feeling they're gonna be pretty good. So that is it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys like it. Please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know what you thought down below. Leave me some video requests. I will be back, my children. I am back. And I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.
It's delicious.